good morning, or whatever time of day it is where you are. Another day, another roller coaster experience. So let me tell y'all what had happened. Y'all know I did my perfume battle, and I don't think at this current time of recording, I haven't posted that Rihanna basically won. And people of God, when I was back and forth between Rihanna and Jennifer Lopez perfume, I really did not want to give that to Rihanna. But it all came down to how it wasn't a matter of the scent. It all came down to how it made me feel. What 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 the smell made me imagine, made me feel. And like I said, because most likely I'm gonna post that video that I made before I post this. Rihanna's perfume made me feel like I just come from the States, brand new. You know, and you done been shopping and you brand new, you come back and you're everything new. Shoe new, shirt new, pants new, scent new. That's how that scent is make me feel. That's what it reminds me of. And I really like that. So I say I can give this one to Rihanna. Truth be told, that I have some more of Rihanna's perfume. This means that I've smelled way more of Rihanna's perfume than I've ever smelled JLo's perfume. I only smelled two of JLo's perfume, which was Live and Promise. But I had the pleasure of smelling five of Rihanna's perfumes, and only one was in comparison with Jennifer Lopez. And it did not come down to the scent, it came down to the feel. So I wouldn't say the scent outbeats JLo's scent. But here's where the problem came in. Something telling me take my glasses off and this and that and this and that. So I can just share something with y'all too. This making my video go all over the place. But you know, my husband must be telling me take my glasses off. Sometimes people of God, I put my glasses on because my eyes are dark. What they call it, rock on eyes. And because like I went on the beach, it to get a little darker, so now it's lighting up now. And that's why you would have seen me wearing my powder more than I would usually wear it, because I hate when my eyes get darker. You know, we've been on the beach and we had our little tan, and what had happened was is that when I was a child in school or whatever, my mommy gave me bleaching cream. Now, this how the devil set it up. One of my friends in school, when I was in school talking to my friends in the restroom, and you used to be in the restroom and you enjoying your school, and you putting on your little chapstick and your eyeliner around your mouth, eyeliner around your mouth and thing, and then your friends tell you, say, oh, there's bleach. So one of my good close friends or whatever say, they do a little bleaching or tuning. You notice their skin looking nice and clear and they were like, what? Then she told me that she's used a little bleaching cream. I know why I go in here this morning. This was not the objective. However, so now I don't know if I asked my mommy for bleaching cream or whatever, but I don't understand what parents is give their children in school or however bleaching cream. Now I was given this bleaching cream and they never told how to use it and whatever, and that caused my eyelids to get burned from that. Before that, people of God, when I was a child, God revealed to me in my childhood, because I thought I was beautiful, the devil made me use Noxema as a child in primary school to burn my skin. So when I took my People of God, God revealed to me. I had one teacher who used to come inside my class and make me stand out like a sore thumb. She would make me stand out and say, look at you, and look at all the students. Look at your hair. Look at your hair and compared to everybody else's hair. She used to send me she in the front of the class, Miss Bethel. She say, stand up and look at yourself and look at everybody else and whatever. And go in my classroom and see how you look in my mirror. So when I gone in the woman classroom, my hair was messed up, right? I had it to the side like this. And some of the hair fall out, must see over here. You don't play, you don't, this after lunch, after you don't come off the playing field, some of the hair fall out. And I was in the mirror and I was like, yeah, your hair a little messed up, but you're still beautiful, huh? You're still beautiful, huh? So that's me playing with myself in the mirror. You're still beautiful. Now you all know that old hating witch of a Annie, of a Annie was what be in my energy. Realized that I thought I was beautiful. So now they plant the Noxzema in the fridge. I can remember clearly the Noxzema being in the fridge. And I remember the Noxzema commercials and thing, and I say, oh, this Noxzema, and something tell me use it, so I gone and used the Noxzema, put it on my face, and I must see it was too strong for my skin at the time, and that burned my face. When I take my graduation pictures, people of God, I was like, what the hell is this? The Saturdays tried to destroy the children of God confidence, make them feel ugly and unworthy and things like that. When I look at my graduation picture, people of God, my face still look burned. And I was like, this wasn't always like this. This is not what this video is about. I was like, this wasn't always like this. And then I look at my picture. My Grammy had a big picture of me in a front room as a child, and I go on and I look at that. I say, see, my skin wasn't always like this. They just want to destroy you, and they just feel good as long as in the physical you're destroying yourself. But they set the trap. They just put they set it up there. They put the Noxzema there for me to use. So and then they put it in my mind to use it. Confirmation verb, so that I could destroy myself. And let's highlight that, so that I can destroy myself. This is how the demons get you. Satanic people, they feel comfortable and they somewhat be able to think that they're good people because they set the trap, lead you to it, tell you do it, but you destroy yourself. That's why in their head they still feel like they're a good person when they're not. This is what they're doing to a child because she felt like she was beautiful when a teacher was trying to destroy my confidence. And truth be told is, after I had my daughter, things might change now, but back in them days, all them children parents used to be doing their hair. I stayed in that setup that my mommy was so busy, always working. And probably when he ain't working out with making the best of her life with a man. I had to fix my own hair. Not long it take my daughter me to stop fixing my daughter hair. I stopped fixing her hair until in junior school. Okay? So now that teacher was singling me out, trying to destroy my confidence as a child and embarrass me publicly. Meanwhile, I was doing a damn good job because I was doing it myself. Because I did my own hair. A lot of other people may have this experience or whatever, but I'm just saying, this was my childhood experience. And from being a mother myself, after I got to be a mother, it's like, damn, you know how long I was fixing Bria? I mean, I just saying. That's my 5 cents. Then you know what? Then you know what? I realized after all this attack started happening and God has sent you the tests when I was in Exoma, having hard times and things like that or whatever. I don't know if I was having hard times at this point or whatever, but because I had a part of Exoma where I had it hard and I had a part of Exoma where I had it really well. Nevertheless, I run into Miss Bethel in the barber shop. That's somebody who really, contribute to destroying, trying to. She come in the barber shop and she sit down next to me and we talk and I talk to her like regular and we talk about her daughter and the unfair treatment that her daughter having in school, and I was able to empathize and sympathize with her because my daughter was having a hard time but not the same. She was having a hard time with the same mentality to school because you knew they feel like even if you achieving even if you achieving something and you meet the criteria just because you haven't been to the school or you weren't grown from the school, you don't deserve the position. Because she was telling me how her daughter was prefect, and they was it prefect or yeah, I think it was prefect or head girl or prefect or one of the two, and they wanted to strip the child because they say, oh, she just come to the school. They strip her actually. They did strip her, probably of being a prefect, even though she made the grades and everything to qualify. She met the qualifications. That's a similar thing happened to my daughter. Same thing. But I was able to show compassion to her, even though she treated me bad. And I didn't say, oh, that's good for your daughter because you treat other people, children bad. When I didn't be like that because her daughter is an innocent child. I didn't say, oh, it serves you right because you never know how to treat people, children. So serves you right. I feel like I passed that test. I feel like that was one of the tests that came to me and I passed that. I didn't treat her bad or have attitude with her. Be like, oh yeah, you was the same teacher with this and that. No. She sat right next to me. We had a nice, decent conversation and we talked about her daughter, etc., etc. This conversation going all over the damn place. But I just want to say how they set you up to, take your beauty from you. Devil matter, that's so I glad I mentioned it. When I gone in my Grammy house or however, and when I was in my Grammy house and I look at my picture, I say, see, my face wasn't always like this. You know what they do? They take down the picture. Somebody must see, I remember something to throw on it or whatever. They destroy the picture so I can't remember who I was. Next thing I know, they take down the photo. So I couldn't remember who I was. So I could always think that I was this ugly person. That's the hearts of these people y'all have in power. Let me show you how the devilish go too. When this was. Let me show you how the wickedest work too. Simple seeds they is plant when they want to hurt you, however, because this is what I believe. I believe when I went by my mom to visit her, when I came to visit my mommy in Abaco, right before the storm or whatever, she had this graduation cup. She had my graduation cup, my graduation photo from grade 6, and she had it on a table. Now, this is supposed to trigger feelings in you to make you feel bad. That's why these artists, people of God, ain't no way and ain't no how, ain't no way she's still at that graduation cup. Ain't no way and ain't no how she's still supposed to have. I don't know. But she had it. That graduation cup when I was in grade 6. Where she find that? I know, boy. I don't want that. I don't know. But people of God, I just feel as if it was put in my face to make me feel and to remind me that, oh, look at you. Look how ugly you look on this photo. I don't know, people of God. I feel like that's how subtle they speak when they being evil. Because we had a big program clash in our life. Our life was uprooted. After that, our life had a big uproot. You know, when you have a big uproot in your life, you just don't have these things. You just don't have these old things. And something like a plastic cup with a photo in it and thing, and it looking bronze, and it ain't looking old and it looking new. I feel like it was put there intentionally to remind me or to chip at my confidence or however. That's how Satanists work. Small, continuous seeds, negative seeds that grow. They ain't gotta say a word. Now that that's been said, oh nah, my husband want me to take my glasses off. Usually I'll put the glasses off to balance out things, you know. People like God, if you don't laugh, sometimes in life you'll cry. My husband want me to take my glasses off now. Oh, anyway, people of God. So here's the perfume scenario again. Now, people of God, I say I like this Rebel bottle of perfume. I really like this, boy. I like this now. When I gone to get the damn look, I mean, I ain't got no money right now, but I just, it's just window shopping and things like that. So I gone online. I say, let me see how much this Rihanna perfume costs, Gone on Amazon looking for Rihanna perfume, $151 or $160 and thing and up and thing like that. I see some perfumes on there for $225 and etc. I say, oh look, disqualified. I say you was never supposed to even be running my race. Disqualified. Now this make me don't even want to post my effing video what I recorded where I say she win. And J-Lo will continue to be the reigning queen of Love Gone Viral.
Deseo for men and Deseo forever. Deceased forever.
Smell this one.
J-Lo is beautiful, kind, and thoughtful.
Unload a little. What do these go for?
Not much.
I still didn't get any.
You don't?
Shoot some up and I'll get it.
She is so sweet. I love that about her. All hail the perfume queen, J-Lo.
Oh, people of God, I upset and I running on in my head and I saying, oh, I gotta put disqualified on that. My husband in the spiritual realm say, you don't put no disqualified. I'm mad now because, I ain't hearing that. I say, this can't be the Rihanna who used to fly kites in the cemetery. Or cemetery. I say, this can't be Rihanna. I think she forget where she come from. I have to Google, people of God. I go on Google. I say, was Rihanna always rich? Because I don't think she was thinking about her fans who made her. people of God, with damn prices. I say, let me see if she do anything. I could be wrong because, I don't do too much searching. I put in one or two things to search one or two things. If something ain't come up right away, I finish with that. So as it stands, I'm just reporting on what I saw. Okay? I haven't seen a reasonable perfume, affordable perfume by Rihanna. I haven't seen it. And I'm very upset about that and disappointed about that because it made me feel like she didn't think about the people who get her to where she is today. This bothers me for many reasons, people of God, because the world always looking for validation out of things, out of brands. I say this right here, people of God, is the reason why when the Christmas season come around, somebody can get robbed. This the reason why when Christmas time come, it can be dangerous because somebody can get robbed. Because they got because the robber get a bougie ass girlfriend who want Rihanna perfume for self-validation. Now that nigga's gotta go rob to afford flicking that. I had to go and try and do a little research. I hate to call it even research because I put something in the Google twice and that's it. I say, what component? This have to be some element or component that is put inside the perfume. I know some perfume is last longer with the scent and ting and ting and ting. I say, man, what is it? Is it something special? Huh? These perfume get gold in it, eh? Why it costing, huh? People of God, I feel like the world is never see how it's a trickling effect. What you do is a trickling, not a trickling, but a domino effect on everybody else. So my husband, before I start thinking about this, my husband was like, in the spiritual realm, you want putting disqualifying Rihanna because of the scent, because
Price.
not everybody have a money problem. That really rubbed me the wrong way, people of God, because it's out of my reach. What bugs me is that the world know, like a lot of people are aware of the game of Satan's game of hunting God's children. Who is it who is out there who have the money problem? Because I would consider myself to be somebody who have the money problem, people of God. And I asked my husband and I asked the people of God, why is it that I have a money problem? If I be God and I come down to the earth, Rihanna, I can't reach your perfume. You didn't think about me. Think about it like that, Rihanna. If God in all his glory come down, who bless you with all things, who bless you and keep you, if he come down to the earth, he can't reach. And this is where I start saying I feel bamboozled. Because I'm like, the sample she had was so affordable. It was like $9 to smell fine. I say, why are samples so cheap? Because then I'd be like, before that, I was like, oh, or something might have said they ain't paying for the perfume, they paying for the person too, the brand and whatever. So I'm like, okay then, if we paying for the brand and the person and the name, then don't mislead, don't play in the people's face with the samples. Let your samples be just as expensive as your perfume. Because it only feel like a slap in the face and a spit in the face. Your sample should have been expensive so I wouldn't know what I was dealing with. So I wouldn't have bothered with it. Everybody don't have a money problem, but why do I have a money problem? Is it that what I don't work hard enough?
Well, Miss Tiana, rough night for tips, but every little penny counts.
I don't give my all. I don't do my best. And that ain't so. All my life I've been fighting and striving. And I say, even when you at the bottom, even when you at the job where they ain't paying you nothing, there's come for you. So who is it who have a money problem? And what has bugged me is that y'all
know.
what kind of system we dealing with, and still y'all is let these things, y'all has managed to let these comments roll off of your tongue as if y'all don't know that it is God people that they is keeping the ground.
You know how long it took me to save that money?
Exactly. Which is why a little woman of your background would have had her hands full trying to run a big business like that. You know.
I'm gonna work a double shift to let hear hotcakes, so
You can save for your restaurant. I know. Girl, all you ever do is work.
Just promise your daddy one thing. That you'll never, ever lose sight of what's really important. Okay? But you remember, Tiana, that old star can only take you part of the way. You gotta help along with some hard work of your own. And then, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Stomp in the ground and cut short to have these money problems. Yeah. Distance. I say, a lot of y'all people out there, because I can't see how y'all knowing the way Satan system is still let these comments roll off your tongue. Some of y'all out there can mess around. Y'all think y'all is caring people. Y'all can mess around and have to catch piece of God wrath as well, because there is something in you that is not of God. Okay? Then I was thinking about my daughter and how I get when I punishing and things like that. As funny as I is, funny, playful, and sweet and nice as I am, when it come down to that punishing and being serious, my daughter's scared of me. Confirmation, but when I start, my daughter now she extra. She little extra, I gotta be honest, but she'll be wondering, Mommy, dear, did you ever love me? When I start, you'll have to wonder if I ever did love you. And I do love you. I wonder if I made that clear. I wonder if I made that clear enough. Because I can do what it takes to break you. Because I can be like, I think you need to remember something. I think you need to remember where you come from. I think you need to remember who built you up in this world. Because it's the poor people who stay trying to be in competition with the rich. You're putting the pressure on the poor and the middle class. Because I don't know why people think their value come from things, what they have. That's the mentality of the world now. So think about what you're doing to the society, to the world, when you want to be expensive for no reason. I say, damn, when it comes to these celebrities, if dog eat your lunch and y'all have a hard time, after y'all and help Satan hike up the prices in the world, you can't even afford to be safe. You can't afford the bodyguard.
You can't see in front of you. It's like it's false imprisonment. I can't get away. I can't get out. I can't get out of a store because these guys are blocking the door. I can't get to my car. When I'm in my car, they're surrounding my car. I can't see. They flash light bulbs. It's nighttime. My vision is impaired.
Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. But Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
It's high stress.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Get off of her car.
Like the paparazzi situation was crossed lines that still blow my mind today that were legal. They would box you in while you were driving. I remember coming out of a store once and it was one person saw me in and suddenly it was over 100 outside and they kicked me. I just felt this kick on the back of my leg and I realized, and when I turned around, they had a camera in my face, and I realized that they were trying to get a reaction out of me. Because I remember a very famous, successful publicist sat me down when I was young, and I think when Heroes was about to change my life permanently, and he knew this, and he sat me down and had a whole conversation with me about how to handle paparazzi and how to keep your expressions boring, but the lengths that people will go to get that shot and the things that they would say to me at such a young age were appalling. They were truly just mind-blowing and shocking. It was just wildly dangerous. And I was like, why, especially after Princess Diana, how has this not changed? How has nobody stepped in and stopped this? This is crazy. There was one time I was out trying to outrun them in a rental car, and I was going so fast down a street that I had to make a quick right turn. I hit my brakes, and instead of the car stopping, it just went for this slide directly into traffic. So I was able to turn into traffic in the nick of time. I felt like somebody was watching over me and protecting me at that point.
Something happened to your ass now when you fall on hard time. Your life in shambles because you can't afford to have a bodyguard no more and things like that. Because why? The bodyguard gotta be paid well to afford his life and his family, his expensive ass family. And
don't put my father on TV because my dad don't walk around with security.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
No, muévete del medio.
No, pero
muévete tú del medio.
Don't put my father on TV because my dad don't walk around with security and you don't know people that's gonna harm my dad. Don't come to me with cameras without me knowing. That's disrespectful.
I wrap it up all up to say, at the end of the day, the world would see that you don't need to be rich to experience good things. And China is proof of that.
I know you've probably seen this guy all over your FYP. He goes by the name Senbags, and he's been exposing the real cost behind luxury bags and showing people how to get nearly identical versions straight from the source. Sure, you won't get the designer label, but the materials and craftsmanship, basically the same. You've also likely come across this woman, Aluna, from Sourcing China. She's been breaking down where a lot of your favorite clothing brands, like Lululemon, actually get their products made, and even points people toward those original distributors. So I've been wondering, why are creators like this suddenly blowing up on everyone's feed? Well, here's what I've found. Ever since the US and China got into a trade war, things have shifted. China, which is an authoritarian regime with historically strict counterfeiting regulations, has started easing up in some areas, including enforcement against knockoffs. Before the trade war, China used to honor US trademarks and patents for major brands. But once that relationship soured, things got a lot looser. Now, even before all this, people were still getting designer dupes from the gate. If you know, you know. But back then, it was more of a don't ask, don't tell vibe. As long as the government didn't see it, they'd let it slide. But if they did see it, shut down immediately. Now, though, it's like the floodgates are wide open.
I will tell you 30 luxury brands. Some of their products are made in China. Ralph Lauren, Armani, Nike, Dior, Lululemon, Apple, Michael Kors, Coach, Calvin Klein, Prada, Celine, Swarovski, Adidas, The North Face, Rimowa, Levi's, Burberry, Versace, Chanel, Cartier, Ferragamo, Timberland, Yves Saint Laurent, Victoria's Secret, Puma, Uniqlo, Disney, Max Mara, Givenchy. The producing cost is only 1/10 of its price. Can you believe it?
I am about to crash out. Seriously, I'm crashing out. China, they on our ass. Let me tell you something. Y'all see all these damn bags that I have? Okay? These are the bags they're talking about. Like, I have a Birkin, a Fendi, a Louis. I've never even used this bag yet. A Chanel, Louis, Fendi, Chanel, Gucci, Louis. And you're telling me what I have spent on all these bags, I could have went to China and got them and not spent all this money? China, I'm coming. But let me just show you all the bags that I actually really have. Look at this. Jacquemus, Louis, Hermes, Louis, Dior, 3 Chanels, Fendi. Why is sale? Chanel, Louis, Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Chanel. All of this stuff that I spent my hard-earned money on, all of this, are you freaking telling me that I overpaid for all of this shit? Let me go on Expedia or whatever and find me an airline ticket to China because I'm coming. I'm coming to see y'all. Look for me. And I also want to add that this Louis wallet, it legit say made in France. Made in France. I am now checking all my shit.
So if this bag is made in China, how can luxury brands print made in Italy? It's illegal, right? Now, you see, this EU law says that I'm allowed to say made in Italy if last substantial transformation is done here in Italy. So, I have imported this bag from China. It cost me $20. But here in Italy, I will just stitch this zipper, which is legally the last substantial transformation. And now this bag is suddenly made in Italy. And I will sell it to you for $2,000. Because now you're imagining it was handcrafted by Italian artisans sipping Prosecco under the Mediterranean sun. The irony is that the Chinese artisans are now way more skilled than Italian or any European ones, but they don't drink Prosecco. Oh, and by the way, this entire video is also not made in Italy. It's so easy to trick you.
China. I'm coming.
Look at all the good, amazing things China's create and do and make for little or nothing. Just about dirt cheap. You know, it's hike up the prices. The dogs. Ain't no reason for it. The world will see that you don't have to be rich to enjoy nice, thinks. And this is why J-Lo will always be the queen